Hi, this is Fr Lou Scurti with Friends of the Word. I'm here at Holy Cross Church in beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida, and the weather is gorgeous. Right now, it's in the Easter season. We're in the octave of Easter. That's why the lilies and the beautiful decorations. And I don't know when you'll see this interview, but it doesn't really matter because the spirit of this parish is so vibrant. Whenever you visit, it'll be here. And today, my guest is Merlita Jones. Merlita is a member of the parish. For how long?
Since 1981.
Great. Oh my, you were born here.
81. Yes, almost.
And you have an office here, so I know that's important.
Yes.
But yet you're a volunteer.
Yes, I am. I do a lot of ministry. Like I'm a member of Columbiates and hospitality ministry, and Sisters in Christ, Legion of Mary, and I'm one of the founder of the Columbiates.
Wow. Okay. So how about giving us a little information on each of those ministries? The Columbiates, they're affiliated with the Knights of Columbus?
Correct. Columbiates is one of the international organization for Catholic women, and we established working with God like charity, unity, hope, and faith. And we affiliated with the Knights of Columbus, and we work closely with the Knights of Columbus with their, if they ask for any help.
Right, that's great. Now, is your husband a knight?
Yes, he is.
Okay, is that how the affiliation? Are all the women husbands knights?
Yes,
Okay.
most of our women's, their husbands is a knight.
Okay.
So there's third degree and the fourth degree knights.
Okay, okay. Okay, that's the Columbiates, and they're involved with the Knights of Columbus. The other ministries?
The other ministry is Sisters in Christ. We do a lot of also charity.
You know, what I have to comment on is while we're here, sitting in this interview, there are people walking around the church who are watering plants, setting up for the next Mass, doing things back in the sacristy. All volunteers, right?
Yes.
Talk about the volunteerism here.
Volunteers is, we have thousands of volunteers with, like I said, when it's volunteer, there's no pay on that.
Right.
And we, most of us work like from home or retired. Like myself, I own a business, a daycare. I own a daycare.
Oh, that's great.
But that's why most of the time I do a lot of my time as a volunteer when my husband's home because he is my backup.
That is fantastic. And I mean, I know right now there's a rummage sale going on
Correct.
at the parish hall, and they're all volunteers, and the parish hall is huge, and every table is so organized and so neat.
They started doing the preparation for the Rummage Sale Tuesday. So every night they're here. So today's the first day for the big sale for them.
That's great. That's fantastic. The spirit, where does it come from? I mean, why do people, it's a terrible question to ask. It sounds like I don't know the answer, but why do people volunteer here?
Because when I first moved here, I used to go to Sacred Heart. So when I say holy name, so holy name is like, to me, it's like, it's a holy with the family.
Right.
So it's just, we gave a lot of love, of course, and we like to be together as a family. That's
Right.
why we're one community that we're always, no matter what,
Here at Holy Cross.
Yes, we're always together. We try to work together as a team, and we support each other.
That's great. How did you start your volunteering here? I mean, what was the first step? I mean, 1980s.
I used to do, well, my husband and I got married at Holy Name. And
Holy Name,
Holy
different
Name,
parish.
Gulfport.
Okay.
That's in Gulfport.
Okay.
And then we renew our vows here after 20 years. And my kids, I used to teach CCD class.
Here. At
Yes,
Holy
at
Cross.
Holy Cross.
That's great.
And every Sunday we would take the kids, like do a lot of community service.
Right.
And we do a lot of like cleaning up, especially cleaning the church. That's how we started.
That's
And
fantastic.
we do have a lot of volunteers with the kids.
Oh, and cleaning the church. The church is meticulous. It's
Yes.
so neat, and everything's in place.
Of course, with Father John, everything has to be clean.
Father John D'Antonio is the pastor. He has the way to sweep, but he is very hospitable, very welcoming,
Yes.
and although he's Italian and Sicilian in
Yes.
origin, you would think he was German because he's very, very methodical.
Yes, particularly. Yes.
That's great. That's great. What are the other areas of volunteerism that you are in, the committees?
I do. We have one community service, and once a month we invite. It's not really for the poor people. It's for all community, especially the people that volunteers and the people that lives alone, especially because they go home after Mass, they go home and then they sit at home and talk to no one. So that's why we started doing the one community service.
And
to,
that's the dinner?
the dinner once a month.
The dinner once a month. That's because I came to one of the first ones when I was here during the summer, and it was packed.
Yes.
And who cooks?
Myself, we have 4 volunteers again, and
That's the key word around
yes,
here. That's
volunteers.
unbelievable.
Yes, we have. There's 4 of us in our
Yes.
group.
And you do all the cooking.
Yes, me and myself and Kathleen, and the person who really started this is Sandy and Mike Pereira, and myself and Shirley. There's 4 of us and
Yeah,
Kathleen.
Sure. Wow, that's great. And the cleanup, the setup, the cooking, all of that is done right there in the parish hall. And how many people showed up at the last meal?
The last meal we had 143.
That's amazing. And there's no charge.
No,
It's-
absolutely not.
The doors are open.
For
They're
everyone.
invited, and they even. I took leftovers home. As a matter
That's
of
good.
fact.
That's what we want. We don't want any leftovers.
Right. They said, you want something to take out? So I took out one of my favorite dishes. That's great. That's so important for the community. And I like the fact that it's open to all people. So there's no classification. The doors are open, the community comes, and that's wonderful.
Correct. We had, in the past, about 3 months ago when we first started, we had like a homeless, 4 homeless people that
Right.
come.
Right.
And they used to come, and I don't know what happened, so we're trying to reach out to them again.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Now, what other volunteers, and more volunteers working around? This is great. It's great. I mean, we're here in the parish, in the church, and yet people are walking around, trying to be observant to our video. But it's such a key aspect of the ministry here. Okay, the volunteers. I saw a sign for a meal for just volunteers.
correct.
Now that's going to be crowded, I can
Yes.
imagine.
Every year I prepare all the volunteers that really for 2014. Not, of course we do it every year.
Right.
That's going to be coming up April 19th.
Right.
So that's for all the volunteers. So I, myself, and the other, of course, my helpers are going to be helping me cook.
And that, of course, when this video is shown, that will have happened. But I was also here for the 50th anniversary of the parish, and you were running around the reception hall like
Yes,
a busy
yes.
person.
Yes, that was by the way, thank you for coming.
Oh, it
For,
was an honor. It was great.
It was very
And
nice.
I love your bishop. He was hysterical.
Yes,
And he was
yes.
very, very personable and really delivered an excellent homily for that
Yes,
celebration.
that was a big celebration for us, and it was an honor to have all the priests that come, especially you coming from New Jersey or New York, or that was very nice.
Thank you. I did fly down for that occasion. As soon as I saw it in the bulletin, 50th anniversary, I put it into my calendar. I didn't want to forget that. It was a very important celebration. And it shows the transition of the physical building. And, of course, that the video presentation showed the history of the church from its origins. So it's 150 years. I mean, it's gone by so quickly.
We're starting next month. We're going to be very busy, especially September. We're planning to have. It's going to be our first year I don't know if you ever heard a blue mask. This is
Oh,
for,
sure.
It's for
Police,
all the police,
right.
retirement, military, and the firefighter, the paramedics, the nurses. That's going to be our first year here at Holy
Excellent.
Cross.
As a matter of fact, and we'll stop on this, I originated that at the chapel where I was serving at William Patterson University a year after the 9/11, and ours was always on 9/11. And then I got a letter from the bishop's office that we have a blue mass already, so you can't call yours a blue mass.
Oh.
So I said, okay. So we changed ours to our public servants mass,
Oh,
and we
okay.
branched out to include police, firemen, EMTs, any kind of people who come out of the community to serve the community in times of crisis or need. So so when I left the university, the pastor where I was assisting, Father Duty in Annunciation in Wayne, New Jersey, said, would you do it here? So we've been doing it there for the last few years, and I'll give you some hints later on.
Hopefully, yeah, you will. Hopefully, you can help me and see to put everything together.
Excellent.
Because I know it's going to be a big job because it's going to be open for all the parish.
That's great. That's great. This has been Father Lou Scurti with Merlita Jones, volunteer coordinator, and a lot of other things here at Holy Cross Church in St. Petersburg, Florida. We thank you for joining us, and if you're in the area, come on by. It's a beautiful church. At night, it's beautifully lit up, and during the day, it's just a wonderful, welcoming, open-door church. I'd like to hear from you. Let's hear or email me at fatherlouscurti@hotmail.com. God bless you, and pass this on to your family and friends.